When you're hanging out in the rock and roll world now, you worked with Bowie?
Yes,
and you worked with Jagger.
Yes.
You know Paul McCartney. You worked with Michael Jackson.
Yeah, I worked with Dylan.
Dylan?
But yeah.
What was that? When did you work with Dylan?
I opened for him on the first album.
He seems unapproachable to me. No?
You know what? A lot of people say that, and I know that that's a fact. He's always been really cool to me, and we still stay in touch. You know, he played in Paris a couple of years ago and called me up, came to my house and hung out. And
explain this to me because I still have trouble with it.
Yeah.
When you say Dylan came to your house and hung out, what do you sit there and talk about? Is it about music?
Well, it's interesting. We sat in the house for a little while, and then he decided he wanted to take a walk. And it was raining. But I was like, Bob Dylan wants to go for a walk. It could be fucking snowing.
Right.
Let's go. So we walked around Paris.
In the rain.
And talked about politics, Obama, real estate, family, you know,
so he's verbal.
Music, yeah.
So when does Dylan call you up in Paris and say, I heard you were in you're in town.
Yeah.
I want to hang out with you. And you say, why don't you come on over?
Yeah.
You serve him dinner?
No, we didn't eat.
You didn't eat?
We just hung out and took a walk.
How long does the actual hanging out last?
It's about 3 hours.
3 hours?
Yeah. Because he had a show the next day, so.
Do you ever say, hey, let's jam? Or do you ever...
We've talked about it, but we haven't done it yet. I've invited him to the Bahamas to come make a record.
Who ends the conversation? In other words, so you're walking around in the rain for 3 hours.
Right.
Do you ever think, gee, I'm going to get a fucking cold? Or you don't care?
I was like, I don't like walking in the rain when it's cold.
Yeah, and there's no umbrellas?
And I got to do my gigs, too.
Yeah.
You know?
Are there umbrellas involved?
Not an umbrella in sight.
No, and you have nice clothes.
And then we sat on a park bench.
In the rain?
Yeah.
Is that, you can't possibly, Lenny, not say to yourself, this is fucking weird. I'm soaking wet in the rain for 3 hours.
But, you know, I have to turn into the 12-year-old Lenny and say, man, I'm walking and talking with Bob Dylan.
Do you think on any level Dylan is saying to himself, what can I get him to do?
Yeah, maybe it's candid camera.
Yeah, he's fine. Like, let me see how long I can get this guy to walk in the rain.
Yeah. Do you think he's fucking with you at all?
Yeah.
It's possible. I don't know. Because you know what it's like to be wet in your clothes for 3 fucking hours.
I think he just likes to get out and be in the world. I mean, I'd heard somewhere in the States recently or a year ago or whatever, he got stopped, had no ID. The cops took him in. He said, I'm Bob Dylan. They were like, yeah, right.
Right, so am I. Yeah.
And then they found out he was.
And is that the last interaction you had? Do you guys email each other? Do you phone each other?
I went to, when I was in Atlanta doing the Catching Fire movie, and he played in Atlanta. I went to the gig and saw him afterwards. He gave me his harmonica.
Wow.
Yeah, I mean.
Are you kidding me? What do you do with that harmonica? Do you display it?
I put it away, man.
Where do you put it? Do you display it?
I have it in this thing where I carry like some of my jewelry.
Yeah.
And I just have it.
Like a box that you have jewelry in, and there's the harmonica. And when you open it up, it gives you that feeling, oh my God, this is Bob Dylan's harmonica.
It has a piece of masking tape on it with the key,
wow.
you know, that it's in, and yeah.